Well, Team BDS has taken the desk and Europe by storm, Corelli. There's no mistake about it. They've earned all of that respect. They've earned the buzz that is around this team. They won the last regional, and they just seem to keep winning, Corelli. This Team BDS squad is something else.
Absolutely. They are so strong coming into Europe, and they're strong because of how fast they are moving downfield in that final third. It's just this constant pressure. It feels like you never have any time to come up for air. You're just constantly drowning under BDS players. And that's really what makes them so strong. We don't really see a lot of playstyles like that in Europe. European playstyles are usually a lot more structured than that. And for BDS to come out with just this highly mechanical playstyle, it's always so scary. And it's why they won their first regional.
It's similar to what you're seeing from the Vodafone Giants with how fast that they play. They have a very similar feel to that, and it's no mistake that those two teams are working their way towards the top of Europe, and right now BDS trying to work their way to the top of this match. A couple of shots that have been turned away by Guild early. Extra will throw this out to the side. Corelli, when we were covering Guild's match yesterday, we felt like, it was up and down at times where it felt like they had finally gotten things figured out on offense. But my biggest thing for Guild is that, their lack of creativity on offense. It feels like, when they do get a push downfield or they're given space, it's a solo air dribble, force of 50, and then the team play will develop from there. But that's where teams have really picked them apart.
It's very one-dimensional. While it can be extremely strong, hold on, Mark by 8's got a shot. Scrub saves it off the post. Another one comes off the crossbar and in for Monkey Moon, and BDS get their first goal.
They get their first. This was Scrub. He just had to find a better clear. Don't hit the post. That's the best you can say about that. It bounced right out into Monkey Moon and took advantage of it. And the chips do not fall Guild's way early. Monkey Moon, very fast off the kickoff as Scrub takes it away. But Corelli, your point about Guild's one-dimensionality, I don't know if you were working on finishing that point before that goal was scored. Monkey Moon shot denied.
Yeah, well, I just mean, you go into an air dribble every single time. When you have space, when you have more options than that, it just feels like a lot of teams are going to catch on to that and will defend properly against that eventually. If they see you with space and know that you're going to go into an air dribble every time, it's very easy for a defense to kind of get set for that. I think, moreover, with what we hear about the team and not using comms, that's very scary for me in my eyes, is a team that doesn't want to use comms or having trouble. That spells disaster in a lot of teams. So I'm very concerned, and I hope and trust a coach like Gregan can come out and really try and help squash some of the issues this team's having, because they are a fantastic team. You never hear the sentence, oh, well, they're having all these troubles because they're bad. No, it's usually followed up with, we know Guild can be good. They have really good players on this team, and they've proven a couple times that they can get to a top 8 form. But it just feels like there's so much more potential from this team that we're just not seeing at the moment.
I agree. And, most of the time I definitely feel like if you're not in comms, then you're at an inherent disadvantage. But I feel like this team has performed a little more consistently without it. And if being in comms is a detriment to your success as a team, that's something that needs to be worked out, because no comms is not the long-term answer. These are the gatekeepers that you're looking at. Are you going to get by Team BDS? Well, right now, Nolly up right in front, and Extra can't hop in front of that challenge. Nolly makes a few good touches, and Tho had a good day yesterday. Had a lot of great plays and good passes.
What a pass.
Nolly gets a great pass to Scrub here. If they start finding that and connecting with each other in front of the box, it might be a good day for Guild.
Fantastic pass here from Nolly. Just the slightest touch up and over that defender to give it over to Scrub. And 2 players committed earlier from BDS, which is why there was so much space there. But great from Guild and from Nolly to use that space and then dish it over to Scrub Kill, and they're back on the board here.
Scrub has the catch, goes under Monkey Moon, and Extra will take this ball out. Guild really wanting to take that aggressive positioning. You saw Nolly, he was positioned directly lateral to Tho, expecting that challenge to just go straight forward. But the ball right back beyond midfield. Scrub kicked it away from his own car, and Monkey Moon denied by Tho, but nothing really developing for either team. Extra, a little bit of space. Scrub trying to read where he's going, and read him he did. but Team BDS still in the orange half.
BDS aren't as high flying as they normally are in this game. They were in the beginning, the first minute or so, but now all of a sudden things have kind of slowed down here in this game. BDS not finding the same footing that they did earlier on.
Good challenges by Guild in midfield too. Light shot from Scrub Killer. Tho with the next challenge too. There's a double demo on the other side that actually helped out Guild. It created that space on the far side. Tho couldn't screen Monkey Moon off the backboard. That's a nice pass from Scrub back to Tho. He's looking for Scrub, but that's a tight pass. It will be picked up by Nolly. He aims high, trying to take advantage of Monkey Moon's positioning, but it was a great launch from Monkey Moon to get the clear.
I think you're seeing just from Guild with the players that they have, they're matching that speed in BDS, and that's why BDS are really struggling to set anything up here, but they might have one more go as that one's chipped over Extra's head and Marked by 8 taken out.
One last pop here for Scrub. That's a hard kick. It actually gives Nolly a chance. No! Nolly had to dive for it anyway, and we have overtime for our very first game of this quarterfinal.
I'm not too surprised to see overtime here. BDS, like I said, have kind of slowed down, and I think that is credit to Guild. They've been able to keep up with the pace and stop BDS when they want to move through the midfield. And that's a great air dribble over Extra. Can Tho put it away? He's the man you want on the ball, and Guild get the first game.
He did it for him yesterday, and he does it for them again today. Extra did not respect what Tho was going to be able to do there. Tried to be speedy to the ball, and he got burned, and Guild win game 1. And so this is the most confusing part about this team, Corelli, is that they look like this sometimes, and you think, man, the Guild, they're gonna, like you heard Gibbs say, it's like they're a top 5 team, especially on paper. They just don't play like it sometimes. You said it in this match too, or in this first game. Scrub had 6 saves in that game, but like they took good chances in the offensive half. It wasn't just solo plays down the field. It's like, yes, there was a lot of hard touches, forcing the ball against the backboard against BDS, but the goals that Guild scored came off of passing plays.
Yeah, this is a very impressive first game here from Guild, and even that last play from Tho, I mean, that's what you want from a player like Tho, is to get that air dribble up and over and be that clutch player for you. We saw it yesterday as well. He was doing the same thing for Guild and was a huge contributor, if not the most contributor to, or had made the most contributions rather, to the win for Guild over, I think it was Libertas there at the end of the day. But either way, it does feel like Guild, when they get that passing game going, when they feel comfortable, they look like the team that we expect them to be.
Extra finds Monkey Moon, who can't find the net, and that was one Monkey Moon might like to have back. An early pace-setting goal is always beneficial for a team. Extra, he takes the touch away from Nolly, but Scrub takes it away from BDS. Tho kicks that hard, and that's going to be Extra shot. It bounced off the post. Scrub ran into the wall, but he's back, recovered, and ready to handle Marked by 8's ball. Tho picking up the recover. Extra, another one off the back wall. Team BDS really haven't had a lot of chances for infield passing plays, Corelli. They've been trying to test this backboard and back wall of Guild, but they're finding the ball over their head and having to make some acrobatic saves.
I'm surprised they let that one go from Nolly. Here's a pass over to Extra. That's dangerous. Not going to get the touch. It goes off the post. They don't get the clear, but I don't think anyone from BDS expected it.
I don't think anyone expected it. Oh, hey, nice save, Monkey Moon. And Tho, that's a huge whiff, but Scrub, he gets back to the ball in time. This still gave BDS a chance to set in midfield. You saw it from the first touch there with Extra. Tho will take that away, but BDS are ready with Monkey Moon. Guild getting fast to the follow-up challenge with the second man, but they weren't able to get the clear. Tho gets it out to the side again. Tho's looking pretty solid for Guild today. Scrub, that's a good follow-up touch too, Corelli.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's the man that you want to be hot for your team because of how quick he is and how well he is positioned on both sides of the field. That's a great touch from Monkey Moon, and Extra there to follow up, and BDS will strike first.
This is a great example of taking advantage of positioning by BDS. That launch downfield to Extra. Extra was ready for it. Everyone was in the corner from Guild. You give Monkey Moon that kind of space, and he's going to make it tough for you to make the save. And the poor clear results in an extra goal. Monkey Moon almost getting a second. And it doesn't always have to be pretty flashy. Sometimes the game gets gritty and you gotta, the words die, Corelli, and we move onward. It's Team BDS back on orange.
We'll move onward as, again, BDS having a lot of chances downfield here, and Guild trying to put together some passing as well. Scrub will actually just pass to himself, but maybe a second touch here. And that's a hospital ball back to Monkey Moon. In fact, that was really just a pass straight to Though. And now extra high flying through the field, can't catch up to it. And Scrub will clear it away for Guild.
Extra's been a little off at times when it comes to shooting today. We've seen a couple of opportunities for him where he either just doesn't get the touch that he wants, or he wasn't fast enough to the ball, or Scrub. There's 2 touches. Oh, Scrub killer. What a speedy double touch.
You heard me. I said, uh-oh. The second he got this touch uncontested, I knew that this was going to be a scary double tap from Scrub. And it's right in the face of the defender, too, but it's so well hit that you just can't get up to defend it. And that's one way to tie it up. You get Scrub with a beautiful double tap, and that's where Guild excel. Again, we talk about the solo plays, and there's nothing wrong with them, and that was a perfect time to go for it there from Scrub.
Marked by 8. Just buy some time for BDS as they get set in midfield. Monkey Moon and Extra connect, but all of Guild ready to receive it, and then boom the ball back downfield. And they're gonna try to trap BDS beyond midfield. Not trying to take an unnecessary challenge, but also letting that roll in and giving Team BDS the lead.
Yeah, this is just an unfortunate miss. Looks like Nolly didn't connect on the ball there, and he left that goal wide open. Both Scrub and Though were on the right and left side there of the net. Nobody backs. They had full confidence in Nolly to get that touch. Of course, you would assume so, and he didn't get it. That's the difference maker.
Though immediately cuts off BDS, but Extra and Monkey Moon really quick. Extra, he had marked by 8 behind him. He didn't have enough momentum to put more of a straight line shot on net. Does force Guild back into a defensive rotation. Scrub, he's waiting for Nolly, and now he's gonna pull out wide. Nolly, nice carry, back to Scrub. Nolly in front, tries to take out a defender. He does, though, can't slip it under Monkey Moon, though, and now they want to turn it around. The ball gets away from them off the challenge on Scrub Killa, and Guild grab the ball back, stopping that counterattack. Nice fake from Though, puts it off, and marked by 8, picks up the save. Scrub, a quick rotation back around in midfield. Extra, no kill for him, Though. Demoed on the play, and Monkey Moon forces the ball dead for BDS.
Guild are doing a great job of stopping BDS. I mean, BDS wants to throw the ball down the field and catch back up with it, but right now Guild is doing a great job of not letting them out. Every touch, they're either beating or contesting BDS to right now, and it's very tough for them to break out of their end. It's why we're seeing so much pressure from Guild right now.
Catch from Monkey Moon. Though got in front of it. The Scrub Killa finds Nolly. Nolly flips it back up to Scrub Killa from midfield. Nolly playing the bully again. It almost was exactly drawn up as it was the last time they went for that play. And it doesn't work again. Nolly having to drive up to hope to get a bump on the corner or on the crossbar. High ball for Though. Monkey Moon picks him off. BDS keep the ball in the orange half, and you tie this series up. BDS, they do just that. We go to at least a game 4 in this match.
It's a struggle for BDS too. This is a very tough matchup because of the speed at which Guild can play. Guild are doing a great job of matching BDS in the midfield. I mentioned it a couple times, but we even saw there in the last minute or so some good examples of that. And Guild, I mean, this is not going to be an easy team for all the grief that maybe we've given this Guild team coming into this. They are a solid team, and we've seen a lot of great plays, a lot of changes coming into the series as well. It feels like they've done a good job of getting the passing plays going that we so desperately were asking for, Jorby.
And if game 1 was Though's, I felt like game 2 was Nolly's. Yes, Scrub Killa got the 1 goal for their team, but Nolly was the guy who set him up. Nolly was also the guy who set up a lot of opportunities for Guild, and they're looking a lot better than they did yesterday. However, Team BDS won that last game, so this is where you really you look at Guild. How do they respond after a loss? That's my main concern for this team is the tilt factor, Corelli. If they can't recover after a loss, if we start seeing them go away from what worked in these first 2 games, then they might be in trouble.
Sure, and I think that's kind of the point that I think Gibbs and even I had made earlier on was, what happens when things start to go wrong with this team? What happens when this team starts to get upset with themselves? That's the real question here. Does it go back to no comms? I mean, are they even using comms today? I have no idea. So those are the types of questions that I would have around Guild. And that tilt factor for me is much higher on a team like Guild at the moment from what we've heard than on other teams, just because of, obviously, there's some problems going on.
Well, despite everything that's happened, Guild find themselves in a tied match in a battle for a semi-final. And BDS, not to be trifled with, is marked by 8. Takes the ball around to Extra and Tho and Scrub. Well, even though they double commit, they do get the ball out into the gap. It's going to be tough to move downfield. Marked by 8 in the way at every step. Tho and Monkey Moon next up. Who's next? Scrub and Monkey Moon? Scrub and Extra? Okay, now we're going to start playing the ball away, but Nolly came right back. Marked by 8 and Extra steal it away. Marked by 8 doing a lot on defense early here in the first minute. Uh-oh.
Marked by 8's a name that we would normally be calling out a lot here. He's been kind of quiet. Honestly, BDS has been pretty quiet here in this series. Sure, they put up some goals and had some attacks, but we're not seeing that constant pressure that we would expect from a BDS team. And that might just go to show that teams are learning as well from this BDS squad and how they play. But I don't think BDS are playing up to their potential right now in this series.
They haven't had as many infield passes as you would have expected. We saw it come out at the beginning of game 1. But since then, it's died, and you can see why. I mean, look how Guild are positioned. Every time they try to break out, it's Team BDS who are forced to find a gap where their rotation isn't. So Guild, they have a good read on how BDS are rotating right now, and it makes every touch difficult, even right there. And marked by 8, he's playing close second man to Extra, but having a Guild car right on top of you, and then that Guild car recovers, and it makes the second challenge difficult. It's really hard to get any kind of passing play going when you don't know what's going to happen on that challenge. BDS are forced to play this, the one-man rotation game where one man at a time goes because Nolly hops right on top of another one. BDS are having so many problems getting this ball away from Guild cars. They finally do get it to midfield. Marked by 8. It was just too light of a touch. He went for the bump to make up for it, or maybe that was the play all along, but now they're in trouble and Extra grabs it.
Here comes Guild once more. Does feel like they have a lot more of the midfield presence than BDS does at the moment. A great little flick here from Monkey Moon and a second one to get over some defenders.
Got pull shot by Scrub Killer. Half through the game again, and we're scoreless. Scrub, light ball, it's turned away by Monkey Moon. And Nolly was just ready for that clear, though. Forces all 3 to commit. BDS are happy Guild were sitting beyond midfield on that play. Maybe not so happy anymore as the ball comes right back down and the shot denied, but Tho was waiting. He pulled off, seeing Extra had the clear.
And BDS throwing a lot of numbers at the ball there on the defensive side. 2 players jumping up. Guild definitely have them on the ropes here. Haven't been able to crack them quite yet. And really haven't put on that many shots, only 3 so far. Guild certainly getting the better of the BDS defense.
Ooh, marked by 8, missing the touch against Tho. Scrub Killer. And Tho will score? No, marked by 8 will get back in time. Scrub just slapped it against a BDS car, and Nolly pinches it out to Scrub again. It's just the most interesting play development for Guild on offense. This is just how they play offense. They will oppress you. They will push you into the ground as hard as possible. And Nolly, before they finally break through, whether it's from a boost deficit or not, Extra fighting Scrub for the ball. BDS still struggling to get any sort of clear. Guild are just faster than them right now, Corelli, and playing their fiddle, not BDS's.
Yeah, no, Guild are just outpacing BDS, especially in that final third. But again, it does come down to, can Guild put the ball away? That's the question, because it's kind of the same thing that the problem that Fadeaway was having earlier on was they had all this pressure against Vitality, but were never able to put a clean shot on target or away from that last defender sitting on the goal line. So for Guild, they really got to start picking their spot when they have their chances.
Oh, and Monkey Moon, as soon as he did have a little bit of space, he ended up missing the ball where he would have had a clean pass out to Extra. He's going to make up for it? No, he's going to let it drop for Extra. There's 1 touch, 2 touches, and his third will be denied by Tho. Guild on defense have looked mighty strong, but Monkey Moon wants to give Extra another chance. He has to dive for the ball as Nolly takes it away. Back over to Tho. Monkey Moon again, another clear as we rocket towards the end of regulation. Extra coming in front. 2 commit from Guild, but a massive clear goes over the entire BDS defense, and we do have overtime.
And I'm not surprised to see it, although Guild getting the better of BDS here, I think, in this game. BDS definitely hanging on with their 4 saves. Honestly, quite even. The shots are basically even. BDS has 1 less. The saves are even. So very tight game between these 2 teams. It could be a long overtime, or it could be short here. If BDS can put it away, a shot comes down from Monkey Moon, and Scrub finally knocks it out for Guild.
Tough chance for Monkey Moon, but it does keep BDS alive after that touch from Extra. Nolly wins 1 challenge, and it gave Tho the win for Monkey Moon. BDS back in their own corner. Tho collects that boost out, and Nolly's the next man up for Guild. But Monkey Moon has another massive clear. He's found a gap every time, but BDS have been unable to set up on offense. Extra, he's looking for Mark by 8, and it's a hard ball that Nolly will not get to. Monkey Moon was following Nolly more so than the ball, and BDS got to try again. Extra, it's a short touch back over to Extra, but he gave it up back to Scrub, who finds Tho in midfield, and now back to the corner. There's just nothing developing. Guild will hunt those corners. They will find the sidewall. They will go for shots off the side in midfield. They'll go for another one, but Mark by 8 is there to stop them.
Here comes Extra very slowly floating in the field. Nolly was just waiting to see what was going to happen. He had the option of the flip reset there, couldn't get it. And BDS might get one. Monkey Moon blocked away by Scrub Killa, and now quickly down the field is Guild.
Scrub gets 2 touches out. Mark by 8 and Monkey Moon get BDS out of the box, but Nolly puts it right back there. Mark by 8 makes another good touch, but the follow-up's got to be BDS's. Instead, they're just grabbing rebound after rebound from Guild, and too many shots. But like you said earlier, great offense, Guild, but where's the goal?
Yeah.
None.
And BDS could sneak away with one here if they just get that 1 chance. Mark Bates going to have a bit of time, pick his spot. He will throw it downfield.
And BDS have completely abandoned the team game on defense. They're
Yeah.
just booming the ball downfield too now. And no one is feeling comfortable in this overtime right now.
Mark by 8, see if he can get something going. Usually he's the first man downfield for BDS, either getting the bump or a man you can use as a point man downfield. But right now, BDS are really having none of that. Or rather, Guild is having none of that, as they've been able to prevent BDS from breaking out in a strong fashion, at least. Here comes Tho. He might just do it again with a second touch, and it does come clean off the back wall.
I wonder if Monkey Moon ended up pulling off or if he just missed, because had he hit that ball, it was going right into Tho. Tho picks up the save, and Tho and Scrub Killa commit on the same save every single time. So the old saying still remains true, just hit it in between them, and they will double commit. Monkey Moon right down over Scrub, but Tho will pick this next one up. Well, both teams have just matched the pace of anything that has been generated on offense, and you get a look at 1 tight pass, and that's about it. The opposite team will get the clear. Scrub Killa bulldozes. Oh, can't get any kind of gumption on that ball. It just stood still in the box, but Nolly gets the bump on Mark. Monkey Moon is there. BDS rotations are unbreakable.
Uh-oh, double commit here from BDS, though. If Guild can move quickly downfield, and not able to, as there were options in the midfield, but here they come again, though. Looking for that back wall, but it's going to be tough to get by the BDS squad here. Very quick to go here from Guild, but the big clear comes out and straight towards Nolly.
Monkey Moon, he's just boomed the ball downfield every single time. He only had that 1 miss, and I'm still not convinced he didn't do it on purpose. Nolly, not the best touch for Guild. Monkey Moon looking for extra got bumped up to the sky.
Mark by 8.
He couldn't find the clear. Mark by 8. Back to Monkey Moon, and Scrub Killer recovers for another save, though eliminated from the play. Extra cuts straight towards the net, and he scores! Team BDS take the lead in the series.
Guild finally cracking here, and BDS didn't have a lot of good looks here in this overtime, but finally get one. Extra with a little bit of space between the midfield line and top of the box, and BDS put Guild on match point.
And this is now it for Guild. This is where you I felt like that game, there wasn't really the tilt factor. That was not at play. That was a really strong defensive game for Guild overall. There was a couple of double commits, but Scrub in the last 2 games, Corelli, has 14 saves. 14. But the shot differential is not going to do it for you. 14 saves, that's great. And 12 in this one, also great. But no goals, well, sorry, but like a Chief says, offense is what wins you games in Rocket League. And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you got to score, and I mean, as simple as that sounds, I know people are going to meme on that, but it's true. Is you can generate all of this strong offense.
They win. A best of 5.
Yes.
1-1 is technically just a best of 3. Wow.
Exactly, right? I mean, just score forehead. So, but it is true. I mean, when you generate a lot of offense and you don't score, I mean, it really is simple. Of look, we got to score, or we have to generate chances that give us the highest percentage of scoring. And that's just not happening for Guild. Yeah, they have a lot of offense, and credit to the BDS defense, they've done well, but that's really been the difference is Guild's offense hasn't been as high percentage chances as BDS has had.
Team BDS, it was just, again, like their rotations on defense, specifically Corelli, they really were unbreakable. Even in those situations where Scrub though or Nolly are making a challenge happen in front of the box, they were just as patient. And the second man was never willing to go until he knew that the ball was his to grab. And it was tight on defense at times for BDS, but that kind of discipline, it's not something you see out of more than 4 or 5 teams. And Team BDS have developed themselves into one of those teams on defense. They also have some great creativity on offense, but Guild have made their lives difficult overall. But now they have the lead in the match, and if they can win here, they'll continue their journey of a potential repeat in the regionals.
Yeah, I always find it very interesting to see how teams come out, win or lose, after a very long overtime, and Guild's gonna start off with a goal. How about that from Nolly?
Now, Nolly picks this up, but it came off of an extra whiff. He was flipping back, and it was a hard touch. He had to be basically perfect, and he was off by about a pixel. So that was the amount of difference that one made. And Nolly getting the first goal for Guild. You take them when you get them. Whatever gets you the lead and gets the job done is all you need. Extra will start for BDS. A slow start. We know both teams aren't going to pick every option that is first thrown their way. They're trying to look and see where the best optimal play is. That shot was denied. Scrub gets one tap onto it, and the ball takes an interesting roll to the opposite side. It's Monkey Moon. Can't win against throw, but Mark by 8 is there on the wing to grab it, and a demo coming out from Monkey Moon as well, but it still, BDS are forced into a retreat.
Big miss from Mark by 8 gives Nolly some space. He might make something of it as he's trying to get by Extra as well. Scrub to pick it up, so Guild, good support here in the attack. Nolly did his job initially, Scrub to back him up. Now, though, there as well, and the offense holding strong for Guild as they are trying to hold that midfield line. Extra will finally get over it, only for a second.
Oh, quick from Nolly to jump up for that challenge, though couldn't grab the ball. And there's some fastballs that have headed towards BDS's net. They're gonna wait for this next touch from Monkey Moon. Every time he gets behind the ball, I think he'll just pull back a little bit, because he was consistently finding the boomers, and now the last 2 times he's had the ball on defense, the 2 cars in front on Guild have pulled off. That's a nice pinch from Monkey Moon. Mark by 8 flies downfield. Extra's nowhere close to this, but he wins the ball against Nolly anyway. Scrub Killer got back across the backboard, marked by 8. Once Monkey Moon hops over Nolly, but it's bounced, knocked away by Tho. Marked by 8, avoids a bump. Monkey Moon swings back around, and BDS have possession. The carry in front, across Tho, but denied regardless. Extra, next man, missed it, but it might be marked by 8. Oh, he can't find the goal. Comes back around, he's around Scrub Killer, no play for BDS. Well done by Guild to withstand the maelstrom.
Yeah, well done by Guild, but that offense there from BDS was quite scary. Another shot. Scrub has to make the save, and BDS showing the fangs of their offense a little bit here as Guild do break out, but only for a moment.
Marked by 8 with the pre-flip to get in front. The challenge doesn't go his way, however. You still like the effort there. Monkey Moon. It's a hard ball to Nolly. It might set up BDS for something here, but all of these really powerful touches have made getting back to it a chore for BDS. Despite that, they do keep the ball theirs, as tenuous as it might feel. Monkey Moon, he's next up. He's over Scrub. Now across the corner, he's got marked by 8, but Nolly breaks up the play, and Extra comes in to try to clean up. Tho hops right on top of it again, and Guild are every bit as difficult as they were last game on defense.
Yeah, they're definitely showing good shape here on the defensive side of things, but they really are struggling to break out. Does feel like BDS are going to eventually get the better of them there, as Extra are blocked by Nolly and Tho. Still the attack on here from BDS, and this is the offense that you would expect from a BDS team. It's just very tough for any defense to break out here. It's just constant attacks, constant shots. And right now, Guild only finding relief in the long clears,
which is taken by Extra, but Monkey Moon couldn't grab the ball. The rebound could have been his, but instead it's Scrub Killer. Marked by 8 makes a great read on Scrub's touch. It allows BDS to at least think for a little longer. Extra now around the corner. Guild have just been receiving those balls in the corner. That trap has worked pretty well for them to get the ball away from BDS. And some of these opportunities have been a little scary for Guild, but no one had committed from BDS, expecting it to come back down. Tho cuts it off. Here's one more chance for Extra. Back to marked by 8. Not the touch he wanted. Extra making up for it. Monkey Moon next. Marked by 8. Is he going to be the man? He takes his time, gets some height onto the ball, and Monkey Moon, no, he won't be able to. We, yet again, go to Champions Field.
Wow, and Monkey Moon had that touch there. If he had popped it back up, BDS, they would have had a good shot of putting that one away. But either way, Guild come out on top. And honestly, while we saw a lot of the great offense from BDS, they actually had some of the issues that Guild have had in the previous games of you have all this pressure, you have all this time, and you have all these shots going up, but nothing's dropping, especially now that BDS didn't even score a goal here in this game. That's a problem, right? You know, it's great to generate all that offense, but if you're not converting on it, there's an issue there.
Especially when Guild were only able to shoot 3 times. And that has to be extremely frustrating, that while you weren't pressured that hard on in front of your own box on defense, you were unable to do anything about how Guild completely took away the rebound game. There were no rebounds available. The 50s were difficult to get by every single time. Team BDS kept being forced into situations where they had to use extra boost to make up for lost position off of a 50, and then they're always scrambling for lost time. And so Game 5 might play out differently. Game 4 was definitely Guild, but Game 5, Champions Field, whose will it be? Can Guild take down the defending regional champions? Or will Extra start things off with a bang for BDS, marked by 8? Can't take Tho out of the play, but that's good for Monkey Moon and good for Extra, but Nolly breaks it up. Monkey Moon still in front, makes the clear difficult for Scrub. And again, difficult to get by the corners and stay in front of the box for BDS.
It's shaping up to look like the last game here already. BDS just putting Guild on their goal line. I mean, they are just struggling to stay with the shots and the pressure. Guild do find a little bit of midfield presence here, but only for a second, though. Just had to bang that one downfield. Didn't have boost to do much with it. Nolly, here he comes. Second touch, and it's a bit dangerous, and a missed touch there by the last defender. And BDS will clear it away. Shot by Expert goes just off the crossbar, but the defense was beat.
Extra has to be so frustrated. Is that the 4th time he's hit the crossbar in this match? He's been so close, and he was given a nice pass, too. It's got to be frustrating. The accuracy, or the inaccuracy, came up in game 1, and then the chances just were shortcoming for BDS since then. Though, wants to start things off for Guild, but this has just been an interesting match where it's kind of been bang the ball. Is there a quick pass in front? Yes. Can we follow it up? Did nobody challenge us? Okay, let's keep going.
Wow.
Why did this come for free? Time after time for BDS. No one from Guild touched this ball.
Now, this is what good passes will get you. I think that second shot was, or pass was rather a shot off the post there, but the great pass across the field, hit hard off the back wall with that last man stuck on the back line, just opens up a lot of opportunity for the offense to really take advantage. And you can see the defense just freezes when it happens. And everything after that was just great reaction from BDS.
Goals are a premium in this match. Guild won the last one, 1-0. And BDS, they've got the first lead in time. It's ticking away quite quickly as we're almost at the halfway point already. Hard touch from Scrub again. It's these hard sidewall touches to try to maybe try to throw off BDS and to get like a really good look for your second man for a hard ball, and then you catch BDS out on the rotation. Most times BDS have been ready for it, but BDS have also lost a couple of 50s due to that strategy from Guild. So whether it's gotten them a lot of goals or not, and it hasn't really gotten them a lot of goals, it certainly gave them more chances. Monkey Moon finally sinks one, has struggled to find the net all match long. He gets BDS's second.
And that was a great effort there by Mark by 8. He hit it off of that, I think it was Nolly there, of Guild, and it came right back out to Monkey Moon. Great touch, great finesse from Monkey Moon to put that one away. And now a 2-goal lead gives BDS a nice cushion as they move into the back half of Game 5.
This is the time for urgency for Guild, though. High ball, but all Scrub will get out of it is the corner boost. Nolly, quick up to this. A nice hard pass to Scrub, but Monkey Moon shouted him the whole way. And Mark by 8. He's got extra on the wing. He went for the bump on Tho, just got over him. And a couple players collide as Scrub comes away with the ball.
I haven't really seen the BDS defense be tested that much here in this game. There's 5 shots from Guild, but none of them are very memorable. It doesn't feel like, again, those chances are not very strong from Guild at the moment. Not really testing the defense here at BDS, but maybe one will come. Still plenty of time to work with when you're down by 2, and you almost get one back here, Nolly. That shot, I feel like, was a bit harder. Could have been a better chance. His Scrub doesn't get the touch there across the box.
It was a tough angle for Scrub, too. If he hits that and can find the far post, it's likely a goal. That's another light shot that Monkey Moon will catch. Nolly bullies him for Tho. And then extra. Can he get by Scrub? Now, Scrub, it's a hard ball, but Mark by 8 is there. The rest of the field in retreat, and wide open spaces for Team BDS. The farm is theirs.
And Nolly just thought he could get to this one. He didn't realize that he was the last man in the midfield there. Everyone was coming back for his team. Mark by 8 recognizes it, just puts it on target. And it is looking very dire here for Guild.
Team BDS, 3 goals and not a lot of pressure on defense will likely lead to a Team BDS victory with 45 seconds remaining. And it wasn't a pretty game, Corelli. It wasn't a pretty match. But when the going gets tough, well, BDS, they can play dirty. They can play this type of game if they have to. Guild have struggled to mix it up on offense. And I think that's what really does them in, is once BDS get them figured out in how they're approaching the ball, how they're approaching transitions, it's really hard to break through BDS because the same look keeps coming at them every single time. And the wheels have definitely fallen off the wagon completely for Guild. Team BDS are crushing them.
Yeah, though, didn't get the touch there, and it doesn't really matter at this point. BDS will be moving on in a very commanding fashion here. 4-0 over Guild. and a Game 5 victory. At least this last game was commanding fashion, and unfortunately, Guild, their road comes to an end.
Unfortunately for BDS, their road to defend their regional title is still clear. Now they move on next to play Vitality, and that will be a semifinal for the ages, to say the least. Team BDS, congratulations for moving on. Guild will have to look for Regional 3 to improve.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow start here from BDS, but I think they worked into the series quite nicely and then eventually started to take advantage of the shortcomings from Guild, especially from the midfield and into the final third. Felt like Guild just were outpaced by BDS there late into this series, and I think ultimately is what won them the series here.
I definitely agree. I thought Monkey Moon really woke up in Game 5 as well. For the majority of the match, he was relegated to just booming the ball back downfield because of how Guild were aggressively positioning themselves. But Guild just did such a good job of returning boomer after boomer. He missed a couple of key touches that would have really put good pressure on Guild. But in that Game 5, it's like none of those 4 games happened. And he was back to that star form that I know Monkey Moon has. And BDS, it bodes well heading to play against Vitality. Our semi-final matches are set. They're ready to go. We got 4 teams left, but only one can take the crown. We'll bring you the semifinals after the break.